Hey everyone, I have you in your booster seat as I go pick up Samuel. This is seriously a huge part of my life right now. But whenever the children are not with me, it gives me time to talk to you. So I could talk, and I have done that before with the children in the van or the car. I have talked to you before with them in the vehicle, but sometimes it's okay and it feels okay because they're keeping each other company. I'm telling you, there was something weird going on with first gear. And, but then sometimes it seems strange to do that. I don't want them to feel like I'm ignoring them. All of that to say, right now I'm alone, and well, of course you're with me, so I guess I'm not all alone, but I am going to go get Samuel. It's about a 15-minute commute. So, and it's a late day. Sometimes, you know, it's really hard for me personally to know when I can do things whenever there's no set schedule. With other things, I like to know when I can do certain things. I never know when I'm going to be picking them up. It could be 3:30 or it could be 5:30, which it is 5:30 right now. I had made a big pot of chicken soup, and I meant for that to be for my lunches, but I really don't feel like cooking. Yesterday, actually, I chose a word for the year. I know it's probably a little late. Yesterday was the 17th, but my word of the year is productivity. And I have some goals that I have set, but I don't know. I feel tired. I know I'm getting older, and I just feel tired all of the time. And I'm trying to snap out of it, however you do that. I'm trying to become more faithful and drinking my water and taking my vitamins, but anyway. So that video I did on Weight Watchers was sort of unique because that was a low points day. I can't remember how many points it was, like what, 15, 16, something like that, which on Weight Watchers, they target it for you to, they prefer for you to do like 10 under, 2, 5, 4 or 5 over. And so usually, a lot of times I'm right on it, and I'm waiting to see a loss because the past week and a half I haven't seen anything. And I'm gonna try to not get on the scale so much. I tend to get on the scale at least once a day, if not 3 or 4 times a day, which is not always a good thing. But tomorrow's official weigh-in day for the week, so hopefully it'll turn out good. So that's mainly also why I like to do month updates instead of weekly updates, because it seems like you can see better progress when it's a month versus a week. Also, a week versus every day. But I was able to tidy up the living room some. It was beginning to be a bit cluttered in the decorations department because I like my old stuff, but then you can only have so much. So I took some things out and I packed them in a box, and I might eventually use them. I don't want to get rid of them yet because every time I've gotten rid of anything as far as my old stuff, I tend to regret it later. Especially when I look in like a Country Sampler magazine or something like that, and then I see that I'm like, oh, I remember I had some of those, but got rid of them. So I I'm trying to save them. So I got the living room tidied up, decluttered. It's we're letting the dogs in while it's really cold. I'm trying not to have anxiety over them being inside. They're outside dogs, but they've actually done good. They'll go to the door when they need to go out. So it's almost like having a baby in the middle of the night, because I get up with them whenever we sleep right by the front entrance. Our bedroom's right by there, so I can hear them pacing back and forth on the floor, and so that triggers me to get up and let them out. And then one of them, I think is Shiva, she yelps whenever she's ready for them to come back in. It's sort of funny. But then sometimes I have to do that twice in the night, because Shiva's usually, she's the older one, she's the mama dog. She usually wants to get up first and go out, and sometimes Daisy's not ready to go out. So Daisy's still laying on the rug, and so I get up, let Shiva out, and they'll let Shiva in, and then Daisy's not interested in going out, and then an hour or two later, Daisy wants to go out. So I'll let her out, I'll lay down, and then she'll yelp, and then I'll get up, bring her back in. So I can't wait till the temperatures gets a little bit warmer. Fortunately, they're labs, they're big dogs, and they enjoy being outside. As a matter of fact, sometimes they will pant being inside, even though we keep the house in the low 70s. Sometimes the high 60s. So it's not like it's really warm, really hot inside. They're just used to it being cooler right now, being that they're outside dogs. But I have a rug that I've had about a year and 9 months, and I only paid like $30 or $40 for it, probably 30. I got it at Rose's, and as crazy as it is, I like to vacuum it very well to where you cannot see anything on it, and I detail it very well. And now with dog hair in it and stuff, and I walked across the floor the other day with tights on, and black tights, and I had dog fur on the bottom of my feet. It's just, I'm not used to it, so I'm sure I would get used to it. And I would give them a bath right now, but you can't give them a bath outside because it's so cold, but then you can't give them a bath inside because they don't like baths, and they like to wrestle, sort of, or, you know, shake off and stuff, and they would do that inside the house, and we just can't have that. So I don't know if they would hold me down. I mean, if they would let me hold them down inside. Also, I don't know if I was telling James that sometimes some places have these little portable places that you could take and wash your own pets, because Shiva, she wouldn't allow anybody else to handle her. It's really tough whenever we have to take her to the vet, or when we go to take her to, we take them to one of those mobile places to get their shots, and we have to muzzle her to take her anywhere like that. She's not very stranger friendly. Now Daisy, she just wants her belly rubbed. She'll just lay on her back and stare at you. So that's going on. So that's taken away from my sleep, and then having to get up so early to take Samuel to work. And the bad thing is his permit expires today because he doesn't have his license yet, and we didn't get to get it renewed. I forgot that he was going to do that today. He was going to have today off, but he had the past 2 days off because he wasn't feeling good. So he went in today to make up for that. And then I forgot that today, when he was off and he was actually going to go to the dentist, after the dentist, we were going to go get his permit renewed. Well, it expires today, and he didn't get off in time to go to the highway department. So I'm hoping to take him tomorrow, and maybe they'll have grace since it's 1 day off from being expired. 1 day over the expiration, so hopefully they'll have grace and just let him. He says he wasn't worried about taking the test all over again. I was all nervous. I didn't I didn't like taking the test. Most people around here don't. But he seemed like he was okay with it, so. So anyway, I've been chauffeuring around. Bethany went and did her volunteer work today, so I had to take her to there at the thrift store and then go back and pick her up, and then I had to go run and pay a bill. They wanted to go into Dollar General. I got some 25-cent Christmas stuff today. They even had the cans of pumpkin pie mix for 25 cents. There was 2 left, so I got those. A few decorations. A lot of it was just junk. Some candy. I teach Sunday school, so I'm going to give that as a treat for a little while. So they're going to have candy canes for a treat, and I'm sure they won't mind. It's candy. But that pumpkin pie mix doesn't expire until September of 2019. So we have like over a year and a half to go for that. Not that it's going to last that long. And I tidied up the bedroom some. I still have a pile of clothes on my bed that I need to put away. I have a pile of clothes in the laundry basket, or 2 laundry baskets in the living room that I need to put away. Maybe we could find something decent to watch on television tonight. We have Sling, and then we also have Netflix. And both of those, though, they it's hard to find good, decent programming to where they're not throwing cuss words around. Not that we really like it, but if it's beeped out, it's more tolerant. Especially when you can't tell what they really said if you're not paying attention. And but some of my favorite shows, they actually cuss a lot, so I can't watch them. I mean, I could, but I prefer not to. It's something that I don't want to do. So if you have any good, decent shows, I'll tell you. I like things like Alaska shows, where like Homesteady Alaska shows. I like Mountain Men. I like a few decorating shows, but they seem to all start being the same, and I decorate differently than they do anyway. So trying to think of what else I like. I like some cooking shows, but you can only get so much of that, and then you get tired of it too. But yeah, I like all those rustic shows. I used to be into trucking shows and fishing shows that they would do, like the Alaska fishing and all of that. But then they are all filled with cuss words too, so you never know. But just by chance, maybe you'll have something that you watch that is more cleaned up. So anyway, what I was going to say is I can fold and hang up those clothes while I'm watching something on television if I was to find anything that was decent to watch. That's why I like YouTube, is that there's a big variety out there of YouTubers, and you're not having to feel like you have to throw 4 little words around all the time just to get across what you're trying to say. So tonight we're having leftovers. The soup, I added some rice to it, so it'll be like chicken and rice soup. I know I'm going to have some people groaning and mumbling over it, but that's what it is. There's a little bit of leftover macaroni and cheese I made for the girls for lunch that they can have tonight, and they can just make a sandwich. Ooh, grilled cheese sandwich would be really good with that soup. I have some low-calorie bread and 1 point cheese, so that would be 3 points for grilled cheese. Oh, well, if you add some light margarine to it, okay, maybe 5. So that's not bad. I have plenty of points left over. Let's see, 5, 9. I've had 12 points so far, so I have like, no, 16 points. I'm up to 16. So I have 7 points left. I can do that. I can do that with the soup, and I'll only put 1 cup of rice in the whole pot, so it'll only be like a 1/4 cup or less of my portion, plus the 5-point grilled cheese. And then if I want anything else after that, it has to be a 0-point thing, which I'm going to try to not quit eating early, since I'm supposed to weigh in the morning, and I don't feel like it's going to be good. Anyway, so I am here. I'll talk with you later. Bye.